We talk about a low self-esteem in a lot of ways. Many times we'll reference it when we talk about a person's work performance or what they do as far as a friend. But we don't always address the importance of what a low self-esteem does in a relationship. And the reason I want to address it today is because it is a leading cause of infidelity. And the reason is because when you have a low self-esteem, you're more susceptible to other people's romantic attentions. You're more susceptible to their appreciation, to their sweet talking you, to their charming ways. You're more susceptible, passive, to being seduced, to going along with stuff just to be liked. And many times you have a lot of resentment, a lot of anger held inside you. And so you feel like there's a vengeance, there's a reason, there's a way to get back. And even if cheating is not what your partner with low self-esteem does, there's other ways that a low self-esteem ruins relationships. And I want to go through those because I think a leading cause for couple issues is one of the partners has a very low self-esteem, and what made them pleasing to the other partner when they first got together now is becoming annoying because that low self-esteem didn't go away just because they got married or committed to a long-term relationship. They still have the low self-esteem, and now it's destroying your relationship. So even if they are faithful so far as you know, you'll see these other qualities. They distance in a relationship from their partner when there's any kind of confrontation coming up. They always feel underappreciated or neglected. They have a tendency to feel misunderstood. They create difficulties in communication. Like many times they won't open up, they won't be vulnerable. Their partner will feel like, oh my gosh, just having a talk with this person and this person being honest and connecting is like pulling teeth. That feeling is coming from someone that is married or committed to a person with low self-esteem. It may cause you to seek attention, like the partner with a low self-esteem has a deep need to always get attention. And so they may act out, they may overdo, they may brag at parties, they may try to be like the life of the party. This is stemming from a truly low sense of self, of themselves. Or it may cause them to have body image issues. Maybe part of the reason your partner doesn't want to have sex or intimacy with you is because they feel badly about their body. These are all stemming from a low self-esteem. So let's go over with it. Like, what can you possibly do? Well, I think the first thing is the partner of someone with a low self-esteem has to open it up and talk about it. Like, I've noticed that many times opening up in a conversation is so difficult for you. Can we talk about it so we can make it easier? Maybe you're feeling distracted. Maybe you're feeling like when you do open up, it's not a trusted space or you can't feel safe here. What can I do to create that space? And also make it more comfortable for them to go to therapy with you, for you guys to find a marriage course or a retreat or some kind of relationship coaching where you can sit down and learn the skills. Because what I find is when people have a truly low self-esteem, it's usually coming from a way they were raised. Either they were neglected, they were overlooked, they were made to believe that they weren't worthwhile for the parents. And they carry that with them until they decide they're going to resolve it. Well, if they get in a marriage with someone who is calling all the shots, who takes control of everything, who is willing to carry the whole emotional load, physical load, they'll continue that because at heart, they're passive. They always want to get along. They like harmony. They want other people to like them. And that means you don't ever say what you really feel inside. They learn that in childhood. And until they're encouraged to start speaking up more, to start representing themselves, to start advocating for themselves, most likely they're not. therapy really works with these individuals. And I recommend it just because when I'm talking about divorce-proofing your marriage, affair-proofing your marriage, one of the main things I look for is who is the most likely partner to be weak with boundaries. And boundaries and low self-esteem go very close together. You can have a good sense of self in your work, in your career, in your raising children, but feel very out of it or low about yourself in an intimate relationship with another. And getting to the heart of that is what really matters. And that can most effectively be done with therapy. If this video is helpful for you, please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much.